Welcome back to Frequency Phoenix 555 for your message or massages. Big Cat, guess what? Oi, I've got intel. They're hating on your Lazarus. Why? Because you're getting great, darling dear. You realize fucking ease and bull swanky was simply not for you. The simpletons and the feeble-minded are watching you make what? Mildew into barbecue, darling dear. Yes, baby. You are at this moment in time turning water into wine. As far as they're concerned, they're seeing you're fabulous, gorgeous, and lovely. Every step you take is guided. Every move you make is calculated. You've weighed up many risks and decided to what? Take them anyway. Why? Going back was what? F shit. Being around the feeble-minded is F shit. Those that would work against you as soon as your shapely back is turned, darling dears. You decided to turn it forever. You said no piggy banking around here. Namaste, big cats. Namaste. Come in. Let's see who's here. CB, first in the chat. Ethereal Eyes. Fist bump. Yvette Jimenez? And Queen of the South. Fist bump. Glad you could pop in, darling dears. Today we're going to look at how great you are and what's going on. The planetary energies today, darling dears. Tempestuous Mars enters the sign of Capricorn. I know. Hard-working and tough Capricorn is in its exaltation. Consider the best placement that Mars can be in. When in Capricorn, I told you, it's the best place for Capricorn. You thought I was going to say bad things. No. Mars in Capricorn, Mars is aggression, moving forward, being strong. It's also about your instinct and your drive. In Capricorn, who loves to make everything lovely, fabulous and gorgeous, focuses on the bag, the long term. And Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, no less. Come on. It's the best place for Mars to be. Mars is so happy in Capricorn for many reasons. First, this placement dictates a will that pushes you to act in a daring way and fight till the bitter end in confrontations. I'm telling you, it's the best place for all of us big cats. Mars in Capricorn likes to complete matters. It doesn't leave any detail to the imagination. No. You know, Capricorn thinks things through to the end. Capricorn has to win. It's in their DNA. It will ensure that every task is signed, sealed, and delivered, Scotty. Mars in Aries starts the dream, darling dears. Mars in Scorpio does the work, Scotty. It also adds a lot of power and energy to your SEX drive and eagerness to work hard. Baby, I tell you all the time, your energies, your SEX energies, oh my God, if you really knew what the power of it was, and I'm not talking about the power of the Panani, I'm talking about retaining said power, giving you focus and direction, determination, and then a final push as you head towards the finishing line of breakthrough, never going back. Darling dears, lean in, big cat. Waiting for the perfect time is not fabulous, gorgeous, or lovely. As we move forward in life, you realize there is no true opportune time to execute certain shiznai. So therefore, you do it anyway. You take that risk, realizing that you've only got the one life. This is not a run through. You already put away the run throughs, the ones that can't come back. They didn't realize you'd leave them like a killer. Yes, you did. You didn't even look back, blood. Why? You didn't want to be Lot's wife. These same ones are taking deep breaths, breathing slowly, give themselves all sorts of asthma. Yes, metaphorically, but it's affecting them deeply. Because you, big cat, found your perfect time, your moment in time to shine. I talk about the planetary energies because they are so important. They was here before us and they will be here after us. Civilizations have always looked to the sky and the stars for intel. Some of you are saying, I've asked Father God for help and it hasn't come. What do you mean? Let me tell you a little tale. Right? There was this family. It's just a made-up thing, but it's kind of a metaphor for what you're waiting for God to do in your life. This family, their house was surrounded by flood water, so they had to climb up onto the roof. A mother, father, and a son. And they prayed for God to save them from drowning. An old man came past in a little rowboat and said, "Come with me. I can take you one by one to the shore." They said, "No, we are waiting on God." A helicopter came with a rescue team. And they said, "No, they're waiting for God." So guess what? They drowned, blood. Yes, baby, they drowned like rats. God to God, went back to his feet, dripping wet, and said, "Father God, you saw that we was determined and we was devoted to you. We waited for you to help." God said to them, "What? Are you kidding me, blood? I sent you a boat and a helicopter and you said no." This is why there is no perfect time. This is why you must act at the first rising of an opportunity, darling dears. Sometimes you don't understand the level of help that is being gifted unto thee until you take that first step, big cat. And every step you take, they be watching you. The same ones that witnessed you falling down. The same ones that helped you down, right? With a big kick in the proverbial nutsack. The same ones that got on the balls of their feet to go and speak about what happened to the big cat. Those same ones are now watching aghast as you get your second wind. It's as though you've been hit by inspiration, but it was divine inspiration that came from within. You got sick and tired of being sick and tired. You got sick and tired of not being able to speak your truth. And when you did speak your truth, they beat you down. Told you were silly, stupid. Those same ones, darling dear, that cheated on your friendship, cheated on your loyalty, used your skrilla for other purposes that was not part of the teamwork. All of them, darling dear, are watching you win. You may think that you're small and your efforts are not being noticed by the world, but darling dears, I told you, the time for you to get great, get ugly with your work ethic. And this is about what? Quality, not quantity. From the 3rd of February until, I believe it's the 19th of April, every single one of the planets will be direct. All of that energy looking at you, darling dears, to get great. You will have the strength of Mercury being able to solve any puzzle using logic. And you will have Venus understanding yourself, beauty and art, love, your feminine energy. You have the moon holding down your intuition, holding your moods, taking care of your progeny, darling dears. You have the sun giving you the vitality to express yourself, your creativities, darling dear. You have Mars giving you the drive, determination, and power, using your instincts as only a gangster big cat can. You have Jupiter pushing forward the growth, darling dear, your growth game. This is what they can't understand from the nosebleed section. You've got Saturn, darling dear, giving you the structure and showing you that the time between the 3rd of February and the 19th of April is your time to set it off. Use the final days of this Mercury retrograde as we wave goodbye to January 2022. Because I told you the Mercury retrograde is bridging from the air to the earth, Aquarius to Capricorn. Getting great, darling dears. You also have what? Uranus, the revolution. Must be completed, darling dear. You've already started it. It started right in your tummy when you realized you weren't having it, blood. You realized that you was amongst what? And they were evil ones, wicked ones. You've got your Neptune, darling dear, your dreams and your spirituality. Some of you will find that things that you were addicted to, you kick over the time of the 3rd of February to the 19th of April. Things that held you back, darling dear, even if it was fear, you realize that you are feeling everything and you will rise. Your Lazarus, darling dear, is a problem for them. You realize perfect timing is not putting things off for tomorrow, what you can do today. Can't even say them. Listen, loud my tongue, Mercury retrograde. I had a moment. What's the matter? Right. You realize procrastination is right up there with comfort zone and complacency, kryptonite to a big cat. You have to also understand, yes, we know that there are things that you can't be prepared for, but as a big cat, you get ready and you stay ready so that you don't have to be ready when it's at the utmost importance. The time for you to get gangster. If you want to get your health kick, use that time when all of the planets are direct, big cat. If you want to what? Hone your business, do your public speaking, start your investment portfolios, blood. You have the signal to set it off and light it up in the biggest and baddest way. But you have to remember, you are your driving force. Divine gave you the spark. You found that she's naive. But you are the one that has to light it up and set it off, darling dears. Majesty, glad you could pop in. Who's that? Bacon? Bacon? In Jamaica we call bacon what? Trenton, blood. Yes, baby, Trenton. Bacon. RPG, what's going on? Fist bomb. Who else is here? Let's see. Let me give it a quick scroll through before we call in the energies of guidance and protection. Susie! Fist bump. Glad you could pop in. Silla. 777 can always do with the good luck. On a Lazarus journey, just saw 144 on the counter, darling dears. Chosen, highly blessed and favored. London G, classy love. Francine Wingate, hello. I see you all, darling dears. Who's that? Prafkishka or Prafika or Prafshka? Good God, darling dear, tongue twister. I don't mean to tear up your name, but darling dear, I do try when it comes to the verbiage for the names. But good God. Who's that? We already saw you, darling dear. And who? Daryl Mackenzie. Hello, hello. Stay breezy, always. Guided light goddess. Hello, darling dear. Glad you're here for this little tete-a-tete. Give it a thumbs up if you're enjoying this read, darling dear. Get me into the algorithm so that other big cats can be aware that their Lazarus is on point, on target, and it's time to what? Get down and dirty with your greatness, darling dears. I told you, we are no longer in bricks and mortar. It's click and order, and there is $2.3 trillion on the tableau. Those same ones that doubted you, just like doubting Thomas, just like Joseph's brothers that sold him to the Egyptians. And what did Joseph do? He came back as the most trusted advisor. Only Joseph was underneath the Pharaoh. Why? He had the gift of divination. He was able to decipher the Pharaoh's dream and knew that there was a famine coming and was able to what? Store the grain. Those same brothers, right, had to come with their father to come and beg for assistance. And you know what Joseph did? Joseph made himself known. He didn't hide the fact that he was their brother, and he didn't wash it in their face, but he let them know, you ain't effing with me, blood. I give you kindness when you gave me none. Hating on your Lazarus, darling dear. Some are wishing to be back in your essence, but they can't come back, darling dears. They really can't. So therefore they will spy, speculate, get on the balls of their feet, check out the tomb where they left you, darling dear, to see if you're really gone. Bitch, you're gone. You are so gone. You're right up there with Tinky Winky. Tinky Winky with Nikes. Mocha sipped, because it's a jungle out there, big cat. And I told you, in your jungle, the quiet jungle, the big cat sleeps at night. Why? You're getting great, darling dear, and it's well-deserved sleep. Why? You've been working hard to be the biggest and baddest in your field. Use the energy of the planets being direct to sort it all out. Shut their mouths once for all as they continue to what? Mouth breathe and IF everything you've got going on. Let them. They hated your guts, darling dears, and any secret you told them in a weak moment was fodder on the winds for these merchants of slander. Now they have to shut up. Whenever your name is mentioned in their presence, they get a sinking feeling in the pit of their stomach, not even their heart. Why? Because they're black-hearted and mean. They are soulless. Yes, baby. Your name alone, darling dears, carries weight. Let's call in the energies of guidance and protection, darling dears.
When I was a little girl, I always wanted to ride bikes. I got my dream, but it turned into a nightmare.
If you've had an accident that wasn't your fault, Injury Lawyers for You will help get you the compensation you deserve.
Energies up. Did you hear that advert, darling dears? It was about what? Bike accidents and getting the compensation you deserve. You deserve to be compensated, darling dears. But until you realize that it all starts and ends with you, until you claim dominion over yourself, until you decide that what? Bull swanky and subterfuge is not a part of what you've got going on, until you realize those family members will never support you. They'll watch, mouth breathing, darling dears, but they won't help you. They want you to fail just like them. Broken dreams, darling dears. None of your business, because we all have choice. This is what Father God, Mother Isis gave to us on this Malkuth. And they chose to be wicked. mean, spiteful, envious, adulterous, all of the above. Verbally, mentally, physically abusive. Because they wanted you to fail. But Father God said, what? It's Lazarus season. If only you'd go within. And you did. Bravo. Posh. Clap. Let's dive in, darling dears. Get the energies around this read. What's outside? No, we're not going to use this one. I haven't used this one in a while. What's been served for the big cats today? Let's wake up the deck. 2 cards, please. Well, if we're going to have one, let it be this one. I speaks the truth, roof. Pinkies up. Our higher power is guiding and protecting you, darling dears. This is believing in the unseen. But I tell you many times, faith without works is dead. If we're going to have a card, that better be the first one up, darling dears. You need to know that you are never alone. Some of you are saying, oh, Case, I feel so by my... Of course you're by yourself. Unless you was a twin, you're by yourself, blood. And even if you are a twin, you don't come out at the same time. Claim dominion over yourself. Find your birth natal chart. Find your creativities in there. And your skrillers.com. Learn your language of love. Thank you. What did I say? What you conceive, believe, and achieve, darling dear, is about to be set off by our higher power. You have a what? A waning gibbous moon in the background, darlings. This speaks about what? Introspection. Turning inwards. Thinking about your goals with gratitude for how far you've come. Some of you don't even thank yourself for what you've achieved, what you've overcome. Things set in your way to trip you up from the same ones that would cut Jesus' sandal. I'm telling you, they weren't, listen, they were surgical with their shit. Base of the deck, what did I say? Building blocks for a new beginning. Poised for greatness, darling dear. The stones they threw at you, the malice, the hate, the lack. You use that energy to get great, darling dears. But notice, every one of these blocks are lined up. Take the time to consider and make sure that you serve quality every single time. I'm also here in an apartment building. Somebody's going to an apartment. You'll get you call it apartment in the USA and wherever else. In UK, it's a flatmate. Somebody's getting a flat or a flatmate. The 2 and the 8, we have the energy of what? The high priestess. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. Coming with the secrets, darling dear, as well as the introspection and the intel you gained. We have the 8, the energy of what? The Leo. The strength card, darling dears. Because of what you're caring for others, you are being blessed. It's not what you serve, darling dear, it's how you serve it. You have to lead with love. We need more of love on this Malkuth. And it starts with the person in the mirror. As much as they hate you, you send them what? Love and light. I nearly put my fingers up then because you saw my hand jump. No, you send them love and light because they're obviously in darkness and they can't get out. Somebody's feeling a bit pressed. You saw the music step up a bit there. Yes. Trying to get onto your Lazarus. See if they can piggy bank on what you've got going on. Scenes, what? 75. 75 in the chat, darling dears. Love it. Love it. Look at this shiznai. Look how it fell. You have what? Third size, devil energy, darling dears. This is your addictions, right? Codependency, being bound to situations, being controlled, pushed about like taffy, right? This is represented by the letter X. right? I kid you not. The letter X. So you can apply that X to anything. You probably turned it into a Y by now, but it doesn't matter. We're not getting into minuscule details, right? Represented by the numbers 60, 61, 62, and 63. A thorn in your side. And it also speaks about a reactive force. Conflict was definitely being brought to you. You was conflicted within yourself. Notice, you have it twice, darling dear, because you overcame. You overcame the old you, the procrastinating you, the one that needed to be around those that didn't like them. I told you, you only go where you are loved, big cat. Don't try and cross a threshold when you know there is nothing but leeches and hate waiting for you. Why would you go there? To go and break bread with him? Are you kidding me, blood? Why did it change? Because of Taiwan's, darling dear. Karma, justice, the Libra energy of it all. When you was in your addictive state, you called on Father God. Showed your true dedication to getting great. This is why you got the upward signal. Moving on up, darling dear. You're Lazarus. This is why any negative energy sent towards you is being sent back. Some will be coming with their what? Their cap in their hand, their axe, right? Halfway down the shank. Wanting to jetson back into your life because they see that you're building something. Look what's underneath that. Because they're watching. And where they went was fresh shit shining in the sunlight, blood. Continue to isolate yourself from that situation because you are poised for greatness. This is like the Fool card, a new beginning, a clean slate. Why? Because you've been exchanging gifts with the divine, your spirit guides, your ancestors, your way shows, your spiritual guides. Some of you are finding yourself to be healers. Listen, healers come in many forms. You could be healing through music. Some of you are tarot readers. Some of you are what? Masseurs, nail technicians. You've got doctors, nurses. Yes, we know. Some are counselors. We are many. We are the prototype, darling dears. Healing comes in many shapes and sizes. Divine gifted you with this Lazarus to continue his work. Know this, light worker star seed. Never believe that you are insignificant. You are everything. I told you, you pee glitter, shit cupcakes, and fart rainbows. Ha ha! Yes. All that glitter, they went to a full-on shit show. Sodom and Gomorrah, eh? Oh well. They asked for it. Look at the masked marauder and the big long Pinocchio nose, still telling lies. A whole mountain of caca and poo-poo. I just noticed. And it's on a 16, the tower. Their tower moments going off in their cranium. And look, I just noticed again. Spirit just looking at everything. Yes. Hating on your Lazarus. Living a fugazi life. A wasteful existence. When they should be putting that energy into themselves and getting great. Didn't you tell them, darling dears? Don't tell them. None of your business. As your what? Your breakdown was none of their business, even though they had a hand or a little finger in it. We know what's going on. Look at this beautiful lineup for you, darling dears. This also speaks about negative legal situations. Taiwas can also represent what? An institution.
How can we deliver energy to a world that can't stop?
We're going to hear of somebody's been going to be exposed for drug taking within an institution or pushing said drugs within an institution
From our state-of-the-art
today.
center, we maintain real-time visibility of the complete
You're doing so fabulously, gorgeously well, darling dears. But now, as I said, get gangster between the 3rd of February and the 19th of March. And another peccadillo for you. I told you when we took the knee at the Grand Conjunction that during the spring, by March, you will see what you set off. Everything is lining up, darling dears. Get great and get down and dirty with it. Yes. Every opportunity may be fleeting. You have to understand, you have to take it. Know when to hold them and when to fold them and when to what? Act. Your intuition will guide you, darling dears. You'll be surprised how heightened your psychic abilities are when you walk alone. You have no outside interference dragging you down, saying your ideas are bullshit, or making fun of it at your back, darling dear, with their negative self. And you have to also remember, Capricorn is in tarot is the one that what is able to what bind the devil. I told you, big things are going on around here, Capricorn energy. And I told you who rules Capricorn? Saturn. Understand the celestial energies that are out there. Harness them as you what? Peruse your birth natal chart, darling dears. Some of you are wondering, how did I learn mine? I read it first and I told you it looked like Swahili in Japanese, written with a left-handed person who's really right-handed, right? But I kept going. Bits that I didn't understand, I broke it down into morsels, darling dears. And I focused on that because I had to understand me, as you must understand thyself. Every religious text tells you to know thyself. How many more signals and signs do you need to know that it's all about you and the energies you put out there, darling dears? This is why divine is giving you this, Lazarus. This is why they're hating. They wanted you to fail. They wanted you in the gutter. You, the same one that probably loaned them money, gave them a new life, allowed them to live off of you so that they could get great. You did all of these things to somebody who was what? Cold-hearted and mean. And they thought they thunk. They got away with it. A higher power, darling dears. Right, let's get some tarot on the table, see what's going on in them streets. You know I'm going to go for the gold cards, right? Because they're kind of my fave at the moment. Listen, somebody's going to have to make a major decision today. They're realizing sitting back blindfolded and getting effed over is not fabulous, gorgeous, or lovely. No, it's not. Two of Swords in the upright. It's going to be a difficult choice, darling dear. But if you don't make that choice today, you will be what? Sat in confusion. Confusion is right up there with comfort zone, complacency, and procrastination, blood. And you have to also remember, no decision is also a decision. Make that decision today, darling dears, because it's going to help you rebuild. See what else is going on. Current energies around the big cat. Current energies around the big cat. Wow, that's a lot of shiznai, blood. These cards ain't ramping. Scotty, let's unpack, eh? We have the Eight of Swords, darling. There's the Hermit. This is you challenging thoughts that you had in your mind, shining your spiritual light onto it. You was mentally in prison. Your brain was mush. This also speaks about what some of you are actually looking at some kind of procedure. This is about what? Taking note. Going to find the best person for it. Whatever that is. It seems to be a surgical procedure, but it could be anything. Right? This also speaks about what? Your back is turned to those that imprisoned you mentally. They are still doing the rinse and repeat. This is the Fool card on its face, darling dears. Yes. And they're sorry. The cup of bullshit. Yes. We also have the Six of Wands. Let's lay them all out. I thought it was too many, but this is just enough. This isolation that you went through, darling dear, it was absolutely necessary in order for you to get great. We have the Six of Wands. This also speaks about status that you achieved by the sweat of your proverbial balls. You didn't take a cup from anyone that you had to isolate yourself from. Why? It all brought you back into the same karmic cycle that you've been in. This also speaks about what? Someone with the immature energy. This is the Page of Cups. You know how I feel about a page. This person would like to apologize to your situation, but if you invite them back, darling dear, they will be good for a while. Then they will go back to their same foolish actions, rinse and repeat, right? Given to many. This also I almost said feels like. This also tells me, darling dears, somebody is feeling disappointed and disillusioned because you won't take what they're offering. This is about you what? Leading into your own energies, your feminine energies, nurturing thyself. This is what the Three of Cups means on the Four of Cups. We have all of the elements out here, darling dears. You're going to make a blind decision not to accept some form of an apology. This also speaks about an offer coming towards you. Divine wants you to what? Look closely at the contract that's been offered up to you, darling dears, because it's going to take you on a fool's journey, one that's going to take you a very long time to get your finances back on track. This also says that this is not the time for any form of partnerships. Take the time what? To focus on what's actually on the table, because you want to make sure that you choose wisely. Divine has put you in the winning seat. Base of the deck. Stagnancy and stuck, darling dear. These is past situations. It just fell past me. Let's give it a good shufty wake up the deck. See where the cards fall. A deeper understanding. Thank you. Yes. Love it. You've got what? 999. Something major and significant is going to happen in your life today, darling dear. This also speaks about what? You went from the 8 of Swords to the 9 of Swords. This is also what? Spirit highlighting negative things that were sent your way. Some of you are not having good sleep. You're unable to sleep. I told you the obsidian black crystal next to your bed will clear it up a treat, darling dears. This is also spirit highlighting the fugazi that are pointing their arrows at you, still on the balls of their feet, as they see you get your wish fulfillment, emotional fulfillment. You're just desserts, darling dears, because you was dealing with master manipulators, a full-on shoe-shine man or woman. Somebody who was highly manipulative, extremely negative. This person is what? Going to be weakened when they see that what you're actually bringing to the table, what you're serving, a new business, a new idea. This is also my engagement card. Some of you are engaging, right, with your gift of the gab, natural public speakers. Your gifts are being enhanced at this moment in time because you refuse to take this cup, realizing that you'd always be breadcrumbed in this situation. What's this? Look at this. Definitely making a situation that you was betrayed in, darling dear. This is the stabation of it all. 10 of Swords in the upright. This is not fabulous. Somebody betrayed you over and over again. Whomsoever that person is, they're sorry now, darling dear, but it's a lie. This person does have psychic abilities, highly intuitive. They knew exactly what they was doing. Feeling foolish in what they invested in over you, darling dear, what they picked over you. Yes, what did I say? Multiple options, but didn't choose wisely. this? A passionate new beginning. This person is still sexually attracted to you if it was a lover. They want to give you a cup of what? Soul tie. What's this? Yes, we already saw this come out. Stagnant and stuck. Unable to come back through. This is a toxic situation, darling dears. Two of Wands on its face is not fabulous. It's not. This person fears the unknown. They need the energy of others in order to feel great. But this person is not grateful. What you put into the situation, darling dear, they was never grateful. They always wanted more. People don't realize until you lock off the power grid, darling dears. They don't realize until it's too late. This goes to show the bad energy of the friend. They never meant anything to go well in the situation. Why? Because you're the Queen of Pentacles, darling dear. You always come out on top, looking after your progeny, being a good advisor, taking on good advice. This is business acumen. This is a wife or a husband. They effed with the wrong one, blood. Look what's behind that. Miracles are popping off in your life. They can't believe how you washed your face like David, came back clean, whole and new. You're Lazarus, darling dear, spiritually guided. You now have boundaries, and you're not going back to a situation or situations. That was what Guantanamo Bay, blood, where you was the sacrificial lamb. What's this trying to peep up? Look, King of Wands with the unsatisfied eyes, right? Would like to come through with a message, but they look like a king, but they're a page, really. Immature energies. A page is someone, right, who likes to put it out there like a pedestrian sperm engineer or a tree sloth with their panani in the air like a gang sign, right? They haven't got the, how can I put it? They haven't got the je ne sais quoi to come through. You know that they're toxic. They can't change the situation. Looking back on past, but this is all they have to offer is bedroom work, darling dears. That's all they have to offer. They look good on the outside, but nothing comes to the table. Look what they're serving. You allow these people back into your life, darling dear. You think they're going to be balanced. They're going to be what? Because you recognize them on the outside. You don't know what's going on the inside. They're still verbally abusive, mentally abusive, right? They're still a liar. And they're quick to rush in and argue. All of the things that are below your pay grade. Let me quickly move these out of the way. Let's get another deck, darling dears. We're going to see exactly what it is that you're serving that they hate so much. What is it? Because you was minding your own business, blood. Base of the... Look. Your new beginning. You are bringing forward tangible things as you went through the gate of a new beginning. Infinite possibilities. The hand of God is turning your life around. Your health is better. Your cranium is cleared because it's not filled with the if shit. You cleared up the energy around you. This is why you was able to hear Father God. This is why you followed the messages, the downloads you got to the letter. This is why you're being gifted, darling dear, this new beginning. Skrilla.com. Skrilla.com. Opportunities of abundance. A stable foundation is being offered to you, darling dears. This is what they don't like. Some of you will be getting the keys to a new home and a new car. Beep, beep. Chariot of righteousness, eh? It's affecting their throat chakra. I told you, your name alone carries weight. What's this? Listen. All dog like me have the rat them in a 2 and 3. Look what he's looking at. Your infinite possibilities, your potentials, darling dear. That rat that likes the company of others as the gift of the gab, but nothing to back it up. What's behind this King of Wands? Look, it was very hard for you to leave the situation. It wasn't hard for you to block them forever. cousin, block party, eh? Why didn't you invite me? He wants to come back. They're still looking at the past, still living in the past. They still believe that you're the same person that can be pushed around. This is the person that, I don't know, they were celebrated. But you can't, you celebrated amongst bottom feeders. I can't understand it. When you get away from the situation, darling dear, and lean into the new beginning that's been offered by Father God Most High. Look, emotionally moved on from the situation. This was part of your Lazarus, to let go of them in your emotions. I told you many times, whomsoever has your emotions is your king. You dropped it like it was hot. Them, and accepted the situation for what it is, seeing them for who they truly are. What else don't they like about your Lazarus? Bottom feeders. That you're looking at things from a spiritual standpoint. They see that you are what? Firmly seated in your spirituality or religion. Love it. Posh. Clap the Hangman, Water and Neptune energy, darling dears. The Five of Cups. Pisces energy. A lot of watery energy. Somebody's crying a lot of tears. This is also what? Because you accepted, you released yourself from mental and emotional imprisonment. They realize that you've disengaged from them. You are free, darling dears. A new perspective. They're trying to understand your perspective, how you see them. I told you, you see their body, but you don't see their heart. They're hating the fact that you aren't sacrificing yourself to see. You're no longer a martyr. You gave back the wood blood. Oh. I told you, they hate the fact that you're spiritual, darling dear. Some of you are high priestess or priests. Ioka for sure. Super empath. They hate the fact that you what? Ended a cycle and began again. They thought you would stay on your back when your back was the best position to be in. Because if you can look up, you can get up, which you did. Intuitively guided. This is about secrets, darling dear. This also speaks about what? A new perspective, moving in silence, evaluating any situation before you offer up your emotions, because this is your season of good, of dharma, good karma, justice. Base of the deck. You also what? Mastered some form of a skill. Listen, getting away from the codependent mate and those that would bring a big cat down. Told you, the victory, 2 different decks, darling dears. You mastered something, and this is accolades and achievements. You took the time to gather some kind of an intel. This is what you do when you're in the DNS. Look what you're highlighting. Spirit, darling dear. They're not understanding your spiritual or religious practices. Some of them try to what? Betray you with said practices or use those practices against you. I remember when I started lighting my candles and having my prayer corner in the bedroom. That Darth Vader mouth breather started calling me an Obia woman, which made me scared of the things that I knew and the things that I understood, the things that I knew without knowing. I always interpreted dreams. This is what I'm saying. Get around the wrong set of people, mate, and it will set back your gangster. But it's not over until you decide. Yes. 8 of Cups, darling dear. A heavy situation that you found hard to move away. Thank you very much, Stay Breezy. And to what? Take the moment to put you in the Big Cat Chronicles. It wasn't easy for you to pull yourself away from that situation. You had all of your emotions that were distorted, tied up in a situation. And it could be what? It was possibly a third party situation that gave you the final cut to the white meat. And you got off at a hot trot. The Knight of Swords also speaks about information and acting on said information. Quick, smart, and in a hurry. If it was a third party situation, you're vigilant now, blood. It ain't happening to you again, blood. Spiritual strength and all that. Some of you, it took you as much as 8 or 9 years to get out of the situation. Don't feel any shame in that, darling dears. I don't care how long it took you out to free yourself, do your tinky winky, realize you was the baddest cat in the room. The point of the matter is that it was a lesson learned. Take it as a lesson learned. That would lighten your heart. Because depression, the feeling of depression, it's heavy. Do you notice how heavy it made you feel? And when you let go and call judgment, darling, you automatically feel lighter. Those that was talking about you before, they're talking about you now. Why? Because you see them for who they truly are. Acceptance of certain situations. Not allowing yourself to fall back into old patterns and paradigms. You've got a higher perspective, darling dear. Spiritually gifted and guided. They hate it. They, them, and arm. Told you. The codependent, love to argue, fight, emotionally draining. You got a new perspective on that shit. You realized how much energy was being wasted around these people, how they drained you. This prakala or prakalisha. Pennywise son or daughter. Base of the deck. No emotional happiness. This is also a family that was destabilized by what? F shit. Somebody who liked to argue and fight, lie, third party situations. Some are gaining the perspective that they was the one that broke down this family paradigm. And they have to live with it, darling dear. I told you, once you lose a big cat, or once the big cat had to shake you off, mate, you can't get them back. A once in a lifetime cat you be. Never you forget how fabulous, gorgeous, and lovely you are. Never you forget the perspective, the mindset you had to change to get where you are right now. Some of you are drinking too much and you need to stop that shit. Stop it. The alcohol is just giving you false courage and it brings in the depression and it lowers your auric field and allows negative attachments to you. What's the matter with you? If these marauders are gone, why are you still trying to take yourself out? Put down that cup, especially if you're drinking around your progeny. What do you think you're teaching them? You think they don't pay attention? They pay attention, blood. They pay attention. Some of you need to go for counseling, darling dear. You need to speak to somebody outside of yourself. Why? Because the intel that you've got going on in your cranium is keeping you stuck. And this is Lazarus season for a big cat. You need to speak to a counselor. Because this is what you are. The Empress. Whether you are male or female, I feel like crying. Tears came to my eyes. You are the Empress, worth more than diamonds and gold. Proverbs 31:10. Abundant. And this is who you was dealing with. A King of Wands in the reverse. A lizard. A liar. A beater. A cheater. A user. Whomsoever that is. Or whomsoever that is. because it was more than one. You have to understand, this person is watching your back, mate. Wish they could come in and get in, looking for a vacant orifice to drop off the said soul tie, bring you back into the fold, eh? You better put your third eye on that bitch. You better shine a light on what they did. I told you, we don't live in the energy. Just realize what was served to you and realize what you did to get away from that situation. This person is lying and spying. Nothing like losing a big cat, mate. Nothing, I'm telling you. It takes a while to hit differently. You're Lazarus. This King of Wands, let's see what he wants. Why is he still focused on you when you couldn't give two F's or one good damn? Why is he still focused on you? Because they're an ex-black. I told you. Your Lazarus is hitting differently. Oh! They don't come to calm down the situation. They come with vengeance in their heart, blaming you for this and that. When you did that and this. Hey! And look at this. Them broke pocketos. Buddy, have you got a dime? Do we have time for petty? Jess? Belle! Where's Belle? Jezebel. Them have no pentacale. No pentacale, none. Not a bean. Why? Because they are getting what they wanted for you. They are the ones that are crying now. Living in the seat of bitterness. Malicious words. Unable to trust. Being what? Disloyal amongst the disloyal. Can't get a penny. I told you, deeply in debt and on said docket. Some of you are in a legal situation with this person. But bitch, you've got king-like intel. You have the information to win. I told you, Big Cat, the race is not for the swift. It's for those that can endure and have the Lazarus factor. Them broke pocketers, really? Tell us more. Black magic, listen, do we need to know more? Good God. Red flag. Drop down and get your eagle on. Pay attention. That person is trying to manifest you back. I told you, personal people. They don't understand how you became enlightened. They don't understand how you came off the emotional breakdown of some of you got progeny with these people. You gave them your true love first kiss and they wiped the crevice of their buttocks with it. Black magic, eh? I need another deck. Outrageous. Are we at the 16th? Listen, when we're having this little chit chat, time just flies by, Elizabeth Williams. Glad you could pop in. Who else is here? We already know Stay Breezy's here, leading with the wallet. Fist bump, thank you very much. You know I'll be buying melons with that. I pack my melons in a baggie. I eat from new one. Catlin Day, hello. Who's that? Anjan Kwazi, hello. Atia McCarty. Yellow Bone Queen, hello, darling dear. Who else is here? Lynn DOC, the doc. The doc is here, mate. And they're on the docket, blood. Them on the docket. Black magic. Big Cat, pack light, yeah? Because your back is covered. Your back is covered. Spiritual guidance, spiritual inspiration, knowing thyself, being protected. King of Swords is also represented by Father God. Swords is about spiritual downloads. You mastered something, darling dears. And it's hitting differently. As your Lazarus is looking fabulous from the nosebleed section and Mud Heart. 911 Freddy Krueger Avenue. What's this? Your ancestral team, darling dear. Been sent in, dispatched by Father God Most High. You are protected. Look at what you overcame emotionally, and you're not crack on crazy. You're not dressing like Quasimodo's bestie. In fact, you're picking out your true soul for summer 2022, blood. Because you had to see the perspective, realize that you was the power grid. And you had to wrap that shit up, mate. Pack light, darling dear. This is about what? Moving forward. I told you many times, moving on is with bagage. You move forward, never backwards, and straight into the undergrowth as you carved out your own path. This is why divine is gifting you a Lazarus. You did what many fear to do. You got out of dysfunctional paradigms. You removed yourself from work situations that was breaking you down. It's all about the perspective, darling dear, the mindset. What's this? A pregnancy? Somebody's going to be hearing about a pregnancy. This ex would like you to get pregnant. In fact, some of you may even be pregnant right now with this what? Skullduggerous one, blood. This skullduggerous. But somebody's going to be casting some kind of magic on your pregnancy. But you're protected, darling dear. Your progeny is protected. That baby will come, Rick. Well, whatever they say, that baby will come. And that baby, right, will be a leader in their field. That child will stand up on your behalf. They want to backpedal and pussy pop back into your world to teeth what they can. This pilferer of everything fabulous, gorgeous, and lovely. Basura! You better get this message. Your Lazarus is a killing out their quality from the nosebleed section. Everything they wanted for you, darling dear, is happening to them. They're the ones crying now. They're the ones unable to manage their finances. Being pulled about like taffy. What they did to you is being done to them. Where they was big. You see some of these bottom feeding males, right? They've got what we call in Jamaica called gal strength. They got the strength for a woman, but not for a man. No, they'll fight with a woman all day long. But a man come up, they'll sit down. Because they know they get punched in the face and wrestled to the ground. What they did to you, darling dear. What's this? No higher court than the truth, darling dear. Especially when you tell the truth to yourself. Tell the truth to yourself. You're the empress. You can take it. Because that self-examination gave you the improvement and gave you the gift of Lazarus, darling dear. We've got 999 on the tableau, darling dears. 3 9s speak about what your good health. They hate your good health. They want you in the hospital on a respirator. And just imagine, they want to be the first visitor in to come and see you. Why? They want to kill you off, blood. Just imagine, you're going through breathing problems and then you open your tired eyes and them standing there. If that don't put you into the spirit realm, I don't know what will. No, you're a truth seeker, and the truth you understand in order to rebuild had to start with self transformation. Whenever you see a flag on a card, it means full-on transformation as they watch from the nosebleed section, blood. What's that? Is that a wolf? A wolf? A wolf in sheep's clothing? A full-on what? Agent Smith affiliate? They're watching. They need to get a telescope to see what you've got going on, because they can't come into your hemisphere. It's not allowed, blood. Good morning, T. Williams. Glad you could pop in. And who's that? Will Batty? Hello. They're hating on your Lazarus, darling dear. Look at this. True love. Look at this. You gave true love to a narcissist. I told you, an empath, especially a Hyoka empath, you're a beacon. You wasn't prepared for what they brought to the table, the love bombing, the gaslighting, the cheating, cheataration of it all, the SGDs, the lying, the stealing. You was their favorite cussing block, whipping boy or girl, because you didn't know. But you became a keyboard gangster. What's this? Understanding you deserve love, and you was not getting love from them. They were serving up hate, so you had to nine them. Oh, I got. When we was at secondary school many a moon ago, you didn't want nobody to do that in your face because it made you mad. Listen, God's plan got you out of that trap and that prison, gave you the strength to what set off your own Lazarus, loving on yourself. Continue to raise your vibration, darling dears, as your soul tribe will be revealed to you. You have to be on the frequency, darling dears. And when you make your plans, God laughs. Why? Because God's plan will be acted out to the letter. The only way to what? Help you is to use your birth natal chart, your snapshot of the Akashic records. It's there for you. If Divine didn't want us to see it, he would not allow us to have it. If Divine didn't want me to read these cards, he wouldn't have given me the ability to read them. Every tarot reader reads in a different way. There's many tarot readers that like to downgrade how another tarot reader is reading when they should be minding their own business. We are all what? Light workers. And how you serve your je ne sais quoi is how you serve it, unique to you. God's plan, darling dear. The mission impossible has been completed. Hating on your Lazarus. On that note, leave them. This fresh shit shining in the sunlight. You know they come with a big Pinocchio nose, a full-on mask, and no condom for your platinum. Change, allow it. It's not fabulous, gorgeous, or lovely. And as I always say, don't get smoked. This is your foundation season, darling dear. I told you we're going to whip it up another notch between February the 3rd and April the 19th. Work like a field hand, but we are serving quality, darling dears. Make your mark in your chosen field. This is your time. Not for the faint-hearted, but for the brave. Because favor is surely favoring you. Why? Because you took the time to listen. In the DNS. What did I say? You're on the edge of greatness, darling dear. We see the number 33, Ascended Masters. The same age as Jesus and Bob Marley, by the way. And 33 in the law, 48 Laws of Power, talks about what? Knowing your opponent, darling dears. Your intuition will tell you all you need to know. And never you ever look down when you're walking. I told you, shoulders back, head up. Walk into any room like God called you and reserve that spot. Never you ever feel less than when you are the whole kit and caboodle, big cat. Hating on your Lazarus, they ain't seen nothing yet. Sock it to 'em, big cat. From the ashes, baby. Namaste. Cat, cat. Cat, cat. Sock it to 'em, big cat. Your Lazarus is fabulous, gorgeous, and lovely. We are in quality season. Empress of all you survey. Knowing your worth. Hey! Rock with me, big cat. Let's just dance this last one out. Yes! Namaste, big cat. Namaste. Get great. Get gangster with your greatness. Look for your north node and follow it to the letter, big cat. To the letter. Win! Win! I'm here for you. I'm putting all my energies toward you. I knew that dark place and it wasn't fabulous. If I can get up at 50, you can do it, big cat. You can do it. Don't look back. Remember Lot's wife. It's a trap and a trick.